Hello, welcome again. We are solving Indian Forest Services Mechanical Engineering Paper 2 of year 2009. Question number 7 is an industrial centrifugal compressor running at 9000 rpm delivers 650 meter cube per minute of free air. The air is compressed from 1 bar and 30 degrees Celsius to a pressure ratio of 4.5 with an isentropic efficiency of 0.86. Blades are radial at outlet and the flow velocity of 70 meter per second may be assumed throughout constant. The outer radius of impeller is twice the inner and the slip factor may be assumed as 0.92. At inlet, the blade area coefficient may be taken as 0.95. Work out the following. 1. Draw the system and show the compression process on HS diagram. Also draw velocity diagram. 2. The final temperature of air. 3. The power input to compressor is mechanical efficiency is 0.95. 4. The impeller diameter at inlet and outlet. 5. The breadth of impeller at inlet. 6. Impeller blade angle at inlet. So here first part is to draw the schematic diagram. So this is your schematic diagram. This is the inlet and this is the outlet. Here this is inlet velocity diagram. UE or U1 is your blade velocity at inlet. CA1 or C1 is equal to C1 is your absolute velocity at inlet, because at inlet in centrifugal compressor there is only actual velocity. So this is your relative velocity. Similarly, this is your outlet velocity diagram. CR2 relative velocity, CA2 actual velocity or flow velocity, and U2 is blade velocity, CW is one component, and C2 is absolute velocity. Okay, so now we have to draw the HS diagram also. So this is the ideal isentropic compression 101 to 02 dash, but here ideal process is not taking place because isentropic efficiency is good. So actual process is 01 to 02. Okay, so now we calculate the numerical part. So at inlet, first of all we will calculate the stagnation temperature. So stagnation temperature is determined by T01 by T1 equal to 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 M1 square. T1 is your 30 degrees Celsius inlet temperature, or in Kelvin it is 303, and M1 can be calculated by C1 divided by root gamma RT1. C1 is CF1 or CA1, so that is your CA1 means flow component. So that is given as 70 and energy is constant. R is 287, gamma is 1.4, T1 is 303. So Mach number comes out as 0.2. So putting here M1 and gamma and T1, we can calculate T01. So that is 305.424. So now pressure ratio is given as 4.5. So using isentropic relation, we can calculate T02 dash. Okay. So after calculating T02 dash, isentropic efficiency is given. So using this isentropic efficiency, we can also calculate actual exit stagnation temperature, that comes as 496.058 Kelvin. And now we have T02 and T01. So work done per kg is Cp into stagnation temperature difference. So that comes as 191.587 kilojoules per kg. Okay, so that is your work done per kg. And mass flow rate can be calculated by volume flow rate multiplied by density. So volume flow rate is your given as 650 meter cube per minute. So per second it is divided by 60, and density is rho by RT, P by RT. P is 1 bar, R is 287, and T1 is 303. So that comes as 12.4545 kilogram per second. So now we have mass, we have work done per kg. So from these two we can calculate total power required. So power required is M into work done per second. So that comes as 2386.12 kilowatt. So now in terms of this blade velocity, the power work done per air work done per on air per kg also can be calculated, sigma u square, and work done on air per kg is this 191.5 uh, 587 and sigma is your 0.92. So from these two, creating these two, we can calculate U2. U2 is your 456.34 meter per second, and U2 comes out. So from U2, we can calculate diameter at exit. So that is pi d2 and by 60. So d2 comes out as 0.97 meter, and in the die, half of outer dia, that is 0.85 meter. So now from inlet velocity diagram, this is your CA1, this is your CR1, that is U1 that we have drawn initially also. So and U1 is going is U2 by 2 because diameter is half, and CA1 is 70. So from this we can calculate this angle, that is inlet dead angle, that is 17.055. Okay. So now this is your outlet velocity diagram. This is U2, this is CA2, this is CR2, and this is your CW2. So this angle also can be calculated as kg beta is equal to CA2 by U2 minus CW2, and CW2 is slip factor into blade velocity, and this blade velocity, blade speed is given at outlet. So beta is your 62.46. Okay. So now breadth at inlet can also be calculated by volume flow rate. So area at inlet is pi d1 b1, and velocity at inlet is flow velocity CA1, and base coefficient is 0.96. So creating these two, we can calculate B1 comes as 0.1069 meter. Okay. So now the next, to calculate the next part, we have to calculate final velocity of air. So final velocity of air is or velocity at exit is combination of one component and axial component. So that is final velocity will be CW2 square plus CA2 square. CW2 we have already calculated as 0.92 into blade velocity, and this is CA2 is 70. So C2 comes out as 425.628 meter per second, and T02 we have calculated. So from this energy equation, CP T02 total energy is summation of thermal energy plus kinetic energy. We can calculate T2 because T2 is known, T02 is known. So no, we normally unknown is T2. So T2 comes out as 405.292 Kelvin. So this is the final temperature of air, and answers are now. This is one of the part. Next part is power input. So that is power required divided by mechanical efficiency, power input. And impeller dia we have calculated at outlet is 0.97 and at inlet is 0.485. Breadth we have calculated, and dead angles are. So these are the